The National Grange of the Order of the Patrons of Husbandry has sought the understanding and advancement of agriculture since 1867. The Grange is a family and community organization with its roots in agriculture. It was formed as a national organization with a local focus. Our members are given the opportunity to learn and grow to their full potential as citizens and as leaders, young and old. Livestock is an integral part of agriculture. Join us this spring day as our youth discover the joys and challenges of goat, sheep, swine, beef, and poultry showmanship.
Before literature existed, before government were known, agriculture was the calling of man.
Since God placed man on earth, agriculture has existed.
The Order of the Patrons of Husbandry is the only association whose teachings accompany its members in their daily pursuits.
Honesty is inculcated, education nurtured, and temperance supported.
Brotherly love cultivated.
And charity made an essential characteristic.
Ours is truly a social order.
One in which all can find something to enjoy.
Raise the fallen.
And aid in making the labors of this life cheerful.
We encourage education and advancement to a higher state of the perfection of the science of agriculture.
We say, welcome to the Grange.
Hi, Jen.
Hi.
How many children do you have participating in Grange programs?
I only have one.
And that child is doing what?
He is doing Borgo's showing. He's doing just sportsmanship, show goat, breeding stock.
Okay, so it sounds like he's going to show in the NJLS.
No, it's his first year.
Okay.
So he opted out. He wanted to stay local, so he'll be showing at the High Rollers Jackpot and then the Churchill County, the 4-H show.
Well, how important do you believe agriculture is to the health and well-being of a society?
Well, significantly. Without farmers, how are we going to have our vegetables, our fruits, even our meats? I mean, agriculture is huge. I think regardless of what most people believe and feel, without agriculture, it just wouldn't work. We wouldn't eat very good.
I think it's really important that these young people learn how important agriculture is and to a society, and so every opportunity that us adults have to work with these youth, I think it's really important.
What do you think is the most important thing that agriculture has to offer a society?
Well, of course, food, nutrition. I think it's so sad that nowadays I just wonder if a lot of the people really realize where their food comes from.
Jalee, I see you're here today working with your goat.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to find out how long you've been a Grange member.
I've been a Grange member, I believe, 3 years now.
All right. And what do you find to be the funnest thing about Grange?
I found about the funnest thing to be in Grange is that you get to work with your animals, and a lot of kids don't have that experience to have animals and stuff like that. So I think it's amazing that these adults are out here teaching us how to work and show our animals, and that all animals can't be pets.
And what's been the most beneficial thing for you about working with your animals? What have you learned?
I learned that not all animals are, you can't always keep animals for pets, and that meat just don't come out of stores. I've known that for a long time, but a lot of kids think their meat just comes from the back of Walmart.
Taylor, I know you've been with Grange for a long time. You were in my youth leadership program, and you did very well. I would like to know what you think is the best thing about Grange for you.
I would say the best thing about Grange is the overall opportunity to grow as an individual and really explore your interests in life that it has given me.
Awesome. Is there anything in Grange that you feel is particularly challenging to you now that you are older?
Honestly, the only thing that's really challenging in Grange for me is finding the time as an adult to participate.
Rich, you've been a Grange member for quite a while. You were in my youth leadership program class. And I can see how you have utilized what you learned in that class as you are growing. I've seen you out and about in the community and working to help Grange prosper. What do you think is the biggest asset of Grange in your life now?
My communication skills have surely just gotten better from being with Grange. Before I could barely speak a sentence without stuttering, and now I can at least speak.
And you do it very well.
Yeah.
Are you here today with an animal that you're practicing with?
Not today, but I will be showing the turkey people how to show their turkey for showmanship or market.
All right, Rich, thank you. Okay, Alyssa, I see you're here today with your goat. Can you tell me what you have learned about caring for your goat that has been the biggest, most important aspect in goat care?
Cleaning their pens is what I think is the biggest.
And why is that?
It's for their health, because they could get a disease that is not good and that's treated. So that's the biggest.
And how often do you clean their pens?
Every week for 2 times a week.
Okay. Are you planning on showing at the Nevada Junior Livestock Show?
Yeah.
What will you be showing?
A sheep, a goat, a turkey. I have boar goats and dairy goats I'm showing.
Awesome.
And this is one of them.
Awesome. Well, I wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Garrett, I see that you're here today with your goat. What have you learned so far in caring for your goat?
Well, I've learned that I've got to take care of my goat, clean her pen, and feed her well. That way when she's older, she'll be able to breed.
All right. Okay. Awesome. What's your favorite thing about raising animals?
I don't know. Probably when I'm able to love on them.
All right. And what do you find to be the best thing about Grange for you?
Being able to see other people.
Awesome. All right. Thank you very much, Garrett. Thank you. Let's see. Katie, you're a Grange member, High Desert Grange, and I'd like to know how long you and your family have been Grange members.
Literally, we've actually only been Grange members for probably the last 7-8 months.
How many children do you have who are Grange members?
I have a boyfriend who has a 7-year-old daughter, and she is currently taking a ewe lamb. So she's currently learning about sheep, which I grew up raising sheep for 11, 12 years of my life, and it's fun to pass on that knowledge and see what's changed and what the trends are in the industry.
Awesome. What do you like best about High Desert Grange?
I would have to say the thing that I like best about High Desert Grange is how inclusive they are. There's so many different things that kids can get involved in or even just roped into, and Grange really makes everybody feel welcome, feel like a family, and that's genuinely why I am so passionate about it. I like to bring my background. I have an animal science degree, I have an ag business minor, I have 20 years of sheep experience, cattle experience, and horse experience that I bring to the table, and I want to pass on to the younger generation.
What you do is you turn the bird towards you, then you're going to want it to grab it above the knee, because if you grab it below the knee, the weight of the bird it could injure the knee when you flip it over. So you're going to want to grab it with like 2 or 3 fingers above the knee, then you're going to flip it over and brace it on your leg. Okay. You don't want to hold it out like this because you could, give it a head rush and...
Yeah. For NJLS, they will have you do it to your chest. Okay. So
they make them do it to the chest now?
Yeah. So go ahead and slowly bring them up.
All the way up, all the way up.
Right there.
Because, and what he explained why, is because he wants it up here so he can feel the chest. He doesn't want to be bending over.
Yeah.
And he gets a better view of the wings and the meat in the wings, and then he feels the legs.
Yeah. These smaller feathers right here, these ones that kind of...
So practice really holding it up for NJLS.
Yeah.
These ones are the coverts, though. Okay. These smaller ones on the inside.
So, and then when you put the bird down, you can just kind of like roll it back onto its chest. It'll be a little dizzy for a while.
So are you part of the after-school program?
I am. I actually teach art, and then my husband teaches the archery program over there.
Great.
Yeah.
What is your name?
My name's Brandy.
Brandy, wonderful.
There you go.
Well, Brandy, how long have you been a Grange member?
Almost a year. We got involved because of Joelle. My son is showing turkeys this spring, and we're planning on showing pigs this summer.
Awesome. And how old are your children?
14 and 16.
Great.
Yeah.
Those are good ages.
Yes, they are.
Are they enjoying their experience with the Grange?
I think so. Talon especially. This is definitely up his alley.
Well, what do you find to be the most exciting thing for you as a Grange member?
You know, I like all the different opportunities we have. I like that I can be able to take my talents and teach younger kids about that too. But I love that it builds a work ethic in my son and daughter, so that's really important. And yeah, definitely the connections we make for the kids in Grange, it has a little deeper meaning, I think, because they're all working for a common goal.
So what do you think is the funnest thing about being a Grange member?
Being able to be with my animals and doing gatherings like this with other kids and doing our practices. I think that's pretty cool.
Grange is committed to the development of the potential in families, children, youth, and adults of all ages through dynamic programs and experiences that educate, engage, and enrich lives. You can find the High Desert Grange on Facebook or on the web at www.grange.org/High Desert NV22/.